It's great to have you with us. You're watching the best of one championship. Next up for you, Andrian Matheis against Dejdamrong saw Amnuaysirichoke. In May of 2017, it was champion against champion. Andrian Matheis was a strawweight Indonesian tournament champion, and he was taking on a former world Muay Thai champion and one strawweight world champion. In Dejdamrong saw Amnuaysirichoke.
When these two fighters stand side by side, this is how they shape up. A big age difference. 14 years older, the Thai fighter, and he is 3 centimeters taller.
Look at the striking category, completely, almost jumping off the charts. And I think that's the difference maker here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the One Championship Strawweight Division. And it's brought to you by Transformers The Last Knight. Introducing first, hiding out of the blue corner, he is the one strawweight Indonesia tournament champion, standing at 163 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 3 wins and 3 losses. Representing Tiger Shark Fighting Academy and fighting out of Jakarta, Indonesia, put your hands together for Andrian, Papua Bad Boy, Matheis. And now, introducing his opponent, hiding out of the red corner, he is the former one strawweight world champion, standing at 160 centimeters tall, holding a professional MMA record of 6 wins and 2 losses. Representing Evolve MMA and fighting out of Singapore, from Thailand, he is Dejdamrong Sor Amnuaysirichoke. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Yuji Shimada.
Come in. For just 5 minutes, 3 rounds. No headbuttings, no growing, no gloves cage. Always aggressive fight, okay? Touch gloves. Corner.
Andrian Matheis against Dejdamrong saw Amnuaysirichoke is brought to you by Transformers The Last Knight.
Judge. Ready, go!
Former world champion in our midst, wearing the black shorts. Matheis in the white and green. Indonesia against Thailand. But the Thai fighter in what many would regard as his adopted home, getting quite a bit of support in this sold-out arena at the Singapore Indoor Stadium, with availability to 1 billion viewers around the world in 118 countries. And it's the Thai who stalks his opponent around this circular cage.
Immediately, Rong is starting to pinpoint these strikes and land some hands that are connecting really well on Matheis. But Matheis is moving around nice and light. He wants to blend takedown attempts to confuse, because he knows in a straight striking match, he might be at a disadvantage here, but this is mixed martial arts where you have so many different elements coming into play.
As you were speaking, we saw an example of what Matheis can offer with a left and a right that came in with some ferocity, but at the moment his left leg is taking a beating from Dejdamrong's kicks.
He swings really wide with a lot of power. Matheis had the opportunity there to catch the kick and take him down, but Rong's the one to initiate the takedown as he lands a knee on the exit.
And there's already a lump on the side of Matheis' head on the left-hand side, I think, from that kick that got way up there just a few seconds ago.
You can see how wide Matheis is with these strikes. His hands just come from all circular positions. So it's easy for Rong to just kind of evade, move his head out of the way, and come back with a counter of his own.
38 years old, Rong, and he's still got tremendous hand speed.
And typically you see older fighters at the smaller weight start to lose speed as they get older. So you can only imagine how fast Kru Rong was when he was in his 20s, but now he's still so explosive.
Matheis switches to leading with his left hand and left leg because that right lower limb is taking a battering, and now he's just putting the pressure on his left leg.
You can see Matheis trying to reach down to possibly grab the leg. He's searching for a takedown, but it might be because that leg is starting to get a little bit beaten up from those thundering kicks coming off of Kru Rong.
It's a swinger, isn't it, that right hand from Matheis, but it's off target at the moment, falling short as Kru Rong just leans back out of range, but he never goes too far away. Cutting off the cage, his movement is very, very offensive, very smart indeed.
And especially the longer this fight goes, you're going to see Kru Rong start to adjust, as he looks like Matheis might have caught an eye poke right there.
No, it's okay, it's okay. No, time's up.
Oh, well,
Time's up, time's up, time's
Okay.
up,
I
time's
thought for a
up.
second Yuji was saying they should fight
Time's
on, but
up.
he's changed his view.
He was, but you can see
Oh,
that
come here.
he tried to
Come here,
force
time's up.
the issue,
No,
but
time's up.
he noticed that Matheis was
Stand up.
severely bothered
Time's
by
up.
it.
No.
Matheis is trying to sit down. He seems to
No,
be
you
in
can't.
a lot of pain here.
Let's take a look, let's take a look.
There's a big right hand. You can just see he pushed his hands out. Very common technique just to kind of create a little bit of distance. But with these open-fingered gloves, Rich, what happens in this situation?
Well, this is an inadvertent foul, so he's not in warning of a red card or anything like that. It's the first foul, so he'll probably get warned for the possibility of yellow card. But the athlete who's been fouled obviously has the length of a full round to recover from this, so he has a full 5 minutes. The doctor is coming in to assess it, making sure that he can see, making sure that there's no medical reason to actually stop the fight, and then if the athlete decides that he wants to continue.
Here's another replay, Rich.
You can just see his hands, as he was throwing the low kick, his hand extended out, and it looks like he might have grazed the eye there. But what happens if he's not able to continue, if he can't see out of that eye?
If he's unable to continue, the fight has not reached the midway point. We haven't reached the midway point of the match yet, so it'll just be ruled a no contest. Once we reach the midway point, it will go to the judges' scorecards at that point.
He looks extremely bothered. He's clutching the eye.
I've got to say, I haven't yet, and this doesn't necessarily mean anything, but I haven't yet seen a finger go in the eye. I've seen 4 fingers on the face, but the flat of the finger.
I will be so bold as to say it did not look like he got poked in the eye.
Well, it's clear that Dejdamrong was getting the better of that fight, and it would be very frustrating for him if this doesn't go on. Rich, let's take one more look, and Mitch, we haven't heard your opinion on this. Let's get a thought from you. Maybe, if anything, the pinky finger.
It looked pretty close, like the fingers were extended. You could clearly see the hands touching the face of Matheis. Looks like he's okay. We're glad to see that. Safety is our #1 priority here at One Championship. We want to make sure he's okay, because when you're fighting a striker like Kru Rong, you need to have all your senses about you.
Well, the 5 minutes doesn't just give him the opportunity to recover. It makes sure that our doctor can make the right decision about the extent of any injury that may be there. So, delighted that we're carrying on. And Kru Rong gets straight back to business with that heavy right hand.
Conventional wisdom would be like, you would want to see Matheis take this fight to the ground, but he hasn't so much as attempted a takedown in at least this first round.
He's getting taken apart by speed and excellent footwork, offensive footwork.
Beautiful evasion of the hook to counter with a hook of his own.
This is just relentless from the former champion, isn't it?
Now he's starting to turn the shift. He's trying to shift gears a little bit. And as you can see, the speed is starting to pick up from Kru Rong.
It's just not a moment of respite. If it's not punches, it's kicks coming in. And credit to Andrian, Matheis comes back with a few blows of his own there, but he's taken a couple on the chin, a left and a right. And as much as he concentrates on the fist, the legs come in with power to his own legs and to the stomach. This is an offensive masterclass from the Thai fighter.
Oh,
The jab took him down, and that's more than enough for Yuji Shimada to say it's over. A jab put him down there, and it's no surprise because the ferocity that those punches were coming in, no matter what kind of a punch they were with bad intention, and any single one of them could have ended that fight.
Once Dejdamrong shifted into a higher gear, he started to put it on Matheis. And you could just see the punches started to accumulate. He slid it with the elbow landed, the punches, the kick started coming heavy, but then he stopped him with a jab. There's one, he slides in here, boom, laid kick. Another jab, Matheis looks bothered, and he just followed it up with a stinger.
We saw 3 jabs there, and I think the second one did some damage. It may have broken his nose or possibly caused some bother around the eye there. That's where he hurt himself, and the third one just was enough to say, well, yeah, I think I'll drop out to that one. The second jab did the damage.
And the third jab was all it. That was 2, there's 3. You just see him clip the top of his head, rock his head back just enough to unbalance him and put him on the mat.
Excellent work by Yuji Shimada to step in when he did. Here's Dominic Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Yuji Shimada has put a stop to this fight after 4 minutes and 26 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of knockout, Dejdamrong Amnuaysirichoke.
Wonderful exhibition from the Thai fighter. You stay with us. This is One Championship, Dynasty of Heroes.
This has been the Best of One Championship. If you like what you've seen, make sure you hit the big red subscribe button below. We'll see you next time.